Good afternoon, students. Now, yesterday when I took the class, then you told me that things are not clear to me. I mean, it's all of you, so it is better to explain the things in terms of the video. So today I am making the video, but before I shall go to the topic, first I am reminding you that what you have already completed in class 11 related to differentiation. So class 11 especially, we have completed several things related to differentiation, like I am reminding you that what is the meaning of differentiation, that is you got. Number 2, how to find dy by dx by first principle, that is also we explained there. Next, there are several standard formats that we got. The next thing that we got, how to find differentiation with the help of certain rules like u into v rule, u by v rule, something like that. So all the things already I explained you. Now in class 12, there is a continuation of things, but the continuation is in a slightly different way. Like the first topic in differentiation given to you is differentiation of functions. First the topic is to try to understand. So earlier whenever differentiation you went for, then differentiation is given in this format. The differentiation of a single function given to you at a time, like d by dx of sin x, you know that differentiation of sin x will be equal to cos x, or differentiation of root x, that will be 1 upon twice root x, and there are many standard formats given, but in all those you have noticed that there is a single function given to you at a time, not more than one function given to you at a time. But class 12, the things is slightly different in the sense that your first topic is itself telling you that you have to go for the differentiation of functions with more than one function will be given to you at a time. Like there are two examples I took. One is y is equal to sine root x, the next one is y is equal to root under sine x. So both the question if you look into, in that one what you will find, y is equal to sine root x, its name, there are two functions given in that. One of the function is this trigonometrical function, and the second one is given this square root function. Similarly, the next one it is starting with the square root function and then the trigonometrical function is given. So it's not that only one function at a time you have to deal with, more than one function you have to deal at a time. So that's why this topic is called as function of functions differentiation. So when you are dealing with that, then how to find the differentiation of it? There are several ways of finding. Now before I should start the solution, I should also tell you that differentiation of function, this is also known as chain rule of finding the differentiation. So let us now start with the first question. The first one is y is equal to sine root x. So suppose if you have to find the differentiation of it, so what you should do in that? So as I told you, there are two functions here. One is the trigonometrical one is the square root function. So what you should do, you should start supposing the function in such a way that your y should get converted in the standard format. Y you have to convert in the standard format. You know this is not the standard form. Your standard form is y is equal to sine x. So one is sine and then some angle should have been there. That should be. It should not be that. It should be in the form of two functions. So you have to convert this one in the form of standard form. So that's why we have to imagine certain things here in order to convert this y in the standard form. So what I have done, you have to imagine this u is equal to root x. This root x that is given as the angle of this sine, that is you should imagine as u. So once you are considering this root x equal to u, then obviously this can be written as y is equal to sine u. So y is equal to sine u I have taken. Now what you are noticing, only after one supposition, this y is get converted near to some standard format. Now you know this is already in the standard format. So this way your thinking should be, that you should start imagining the things continuously until your y get converted in the form of a standard form. Once you think you have completed your supposition, then you should start finding the differentiation of all these parts one by one. Like the first part is y is equal to root x. So it means your y depends on the value of x. So go for the differentiation of this u with respect to x. So you have to differentiate u with respect to x. So this can be written as du by dx, and du by dx will be equal to root x differentiation, as already you know in class 11 it should be written as 1 upon twice root x. The next is this one, y is equal to sine u. So that differentiation also you have to do. So what you are noticing here, that y depends on the value of u. So differentiate y with respect to u. So you can write dy by du, that is equal to the differentiation differentiation of the sine u, so that can be written as cos u. Once you completed the differentiation of these two, now you have to write finally, so dy by dx is equal to, use this two differentiated part. So you can write dy by du into du by dx. So arrange it such a way that it should be, you must get dy by dx from here. So you start with dy, it should be in the numerator, so that term you should take in the beginning, and at last you should take the second part, that is du by dx. Now after arranging it, now you should go for the replacement of these values. These values means dy by du, you got as cos u, so we have to write that one as cos u, and du by dx value we got as 1 upon twice root x, so we have to write 1 upon twice root x. At last you have to replace the value of u, so that value of u we have taken as u is equal to root x, so that value you have to replace here. So that your final answer should be in terms of the variable x. U, understand that this u we have inserted from our side, we have imagined that one, so in your final answer that u should not be. So that's why you have to replace at last the value of u. So I have replaced it, after replacing this is the value you got. So that will be the differentiation of this function where more than one function is given to you. So your thinking should be in that way. Let us come to the second question that I took. The second one is y is equal to root under sine x. So there are two functions again given. One is this square root function is given. The second one is this trigonometric one. So again you have to imagine things from here so that your y simply get converted in the form of a standard one. This is not the standard form. So you have to convert it in the standard form. So that's why I have imagined let u is equal to this sine x. So once that is get converted to sine x, then it means your y is equal to root under u. So y is equal to root under u, it is just near to this standard form. This is not exactly the same, but it is near to that standard form. That is d by dx of root x, that is near to that one. So it's made after imagining only once, your y is get converted in the standard format. So once you think that y is get converted in the standard form, as in the last question I told, now you should start your differentiation. So first I will start from here. So first one is u is equal to sine x. So it's mean your u value depends on x. So differentiate it with respect to x. So you can write here du by dx, that is equal to differentiation of sine x. You know that differentiation of sine x will be cos x. So that's why it is written there. And y value again depends on the value of u. So go for the differentiation of y with respect to u. So you can write dy by du equal to 1 upon twice root under u. So both the part differentiation we got. Finally now we have to find dy by dx of that. So write dy by dx is equal to dy by du into du by dx. So all differentiated part you are supposed to use, but with proper arrangement. So after arranging it, now go for the replacement. So your dy by du value we got as 1 upon twice root u, so that is simply right, and du by dx value we got as cos x, so that is, and at last the value of this u you have to replace, and the value of u should be sine x. So replace that value. Finally we are getting this one. So that is going to be the differentiation of this function, where not only one function given to you at a time, but more than one given to you at a time. So that's why this topic stands for that. It is known as differentiation of function of functions. Now there are some other way also to find the same value. The same information you can also find, but by some other way. Like I come to this part. So same question I took, y is equal to sine root x, and the second one is y is equal to root under sine x. So dy by dx directly if you want to write, first you have to differentiate this sine part with the trigonometrical one. So that is the first function given to you. So go for the differentiation of that. So sine root x, just like the sine x differentiation you do. So just like that, write cos root x into, then do the work of this one, and root x, the root x differentiation will be 1 by twice root x. So directly also if you wanted to do, you can go for that. But what is the thing that where you have to take care that you should do this differentiation one by one. Okay, means first function first do according to the standard format rule, then go to the second function and do again according to that rule. The next one is that y is equal to root under sine x. Again, directly what you do. So you are noticing your first function is the square root one. So do this work of this square root function. You all know that square root under x, like the differentiation of root under x will be 1 upon twice root under x. So similarly, you write here root under sine x differentiation will be 1 upon twice root under sine x, and then the next one is this sine x second function. So into sine here and then write the differentiation of that sine x. So you can write that one as cos x. So now it is up to you that which method you want to go for. This one is direct solution of it, and the second one that I explained you already, this is going to be the basic thing. This is the basic way of finding the differentiation of functions, and that is the direct one. You think if you go for proper practice, then definitely the direct one you can use. But initially never go for direct differentiation of things. Go for arrangement like that and then try to find out the final value of the differentiation. Easily, I hope so easily you can do. There are some questions given in the NCERT. As already I told you, you are supposed to solve that one. So now if there is any problem, then you can again ask, I will explain it, but try to solve. That is the most important thing. So thank you.